I believe in you, Doc.
I'm not new to the game, but...
You got this. Look at that. I already see the blood in there.
Vet school has changed over the years. I mean, these kids are really sharp.
Yep. And we have a lot of students that come through that just graduated, and we can teach them some of the nuances and the ins and outs that they may not learn in school.
When they first step foot in Geographic, though, sometimes I see their eyes get this big, like...
Oh, it's no doubt. They get overwhelmed.
I mean, it is controlled chaos.
You get that look like, I don't know what I signed up for, but I don't think this was it. And you have to kind of pull them to the side, and you have to let them know you need to put your blinders on, and you only can deal with one patient at a time.
So you really have to put them to the side, because you want them to show up the next day.
Yes. That's right.
Come on, Leo. You're a big boy.
Today, the cases are stacking up quickly at Critter Fixer, including a box of abandoned kittens, hand-delivered with care.
It's okay, baby.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Long time no see.
Been a little while. Those are the cutest kittens ever. Tell me about these babies.
They had been dropped off at the sheriff's department, and this one here was not walking right. The head keeps kind of flopping.
Okay.
I brought in 3 kittens. There was a box that they were put in, so I went ahead and picked them up and brought them here to Dr. Hodges. 2 of them look pretty healthy, but this one here, I'm concerned it might have a fractured back. Hopefully we can see what's going on with it. The other 2 seem okay.
All right, sounds good.
How old do you think they are?
I'm looking at everything about 4 weeks. All right, let's see this baby here.
It's okay, baby.
When I pick up the skin and just kind of look at the turtle and see how it just stands up, definitely tell me we're dehydrated. Can you walk it out? Oh, you're falling over. Definitely on a different gait.
It's so sad.
All right, we're gonna make you feel better. Be right back, okay?
Okay.
He's okay.
On physical exam of these 3 kittens, 2 of them look pretty normal. However, I noticed some herky-jerky movements with the 3rd one. Also, I noticed that this kitten is dehydrated.
We don't want to put a little IV in you.
I definitely need to get fluids in this kitten because dehydration can really be bad news. The liver starts to shut down. The kidneys start to shut down. All of these organs, they no longer function as a unit, and this can be fatal.
We make a little blib. We go right up under the skin, and we just fill it up.
I know. It's uncomfortable.
The body will absorb that. That's how we hydrate kittens.
Now that I've gotten this cat hydrated, I want to check out why we're having these jerky movements and do a walking test to figure out exactly what's going on.
Let's walk this way.
Definitely had a different walk. A little exaggerated. Let's check his pelvis.
Okay.
This kitten has been outside, and I mean, there's all kinds of things that could possibly have happened. I mean, was this kitten traumatically injured? Maybe got hit by a car. So just to rule out if there's any kind of fractures or anything going on that I'm not seeing externally, I'm actually gonna go in and take a few radiographs of this kitten.
We gotta do a picture, but you gotta be still. I know that's kind of hard.
Everything is where it's supposed to be. All right, nothing wrong with you on x-ray, but we may have another little problem. So the x-rays look fine.
Oh, good. Like nothing was broke. So what do you think?
I am sure this kitty is suffering from something we call wobbly kitty disease.
Cerebellar hypoplasia.
I've seen it.
Right. The mother gets a disease called panleukopenia. It passes on to the kittens, and panleukopenia attacks the cerebellum and it never develops. That's why they're wobbly, they kind of make the exaggeration, because the function of the cerebellum to keep them steady, they don't have it. The good news is they still can walk, and typically it doesn't get worse. They can be totally happy, healthy kittens.
Okay.
And as you adopt them out, you just tell the person just a special kitty. Whoa!
We like stuff.
Be right back. So let me see if I can teach you how to eat.
When you wean kittens and start trying to teach them how to eat, oftentimes once you give the food near their mouth, they'll just start eating pretty quickly.
It's right here. No.
However, cats with wobbly kidney disease, you really have to take a little bit more time. Kind of make sure you put the food in their mouth or near. It takes a little bit of work.
Let's work. I know what. Here.
Aww.
Look at that. I knew you would eat.
The siblings are calling for some too.
Yeah, y'all got it down pat.
It's not the most graceful thing in the world, but he's getting the job done, and he is eating.
It's right there.
They're able to take in food. I feel like we got a really good chance for these kittens to thrive and become healthy kitty cats. You good to go?
Great,
See you later.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Oh, I know. I'm glad nothing was fractured, but dealing with the little wobbly kitty disease, it's just going to take a special kind of family that will watch over them. So we'll just have to find them some good foster parents. All right, guys, let's go.
I see you out there, buddy.
We got
Sugar
and something else sweet. What was
sugar
it?
and cookie.
Cookie, there you go. I knew it was sweet. How's it going?
How you doing?
All right, all right. So who you brought today? Sugar
And cookie?
and Cookie. All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the first ferret you had?
Yes, sir. First one.
They've been doing good so far?
Yeah, they real hyper.
Oh, yeah. And they get into everything they can get into, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, they do.
I have 2 ferrets. Their name is Sugar and Cookie. They're getting a wellness exam and they also the rabies shots. I always wanted a ferret when I was younger. Now I'm about to be 40 and I just love them. They very good with the kids. They love them till they get chased by them. That's Sugar.
This Sugar. You know what you sound like? A ferret. Sounding good? And let's take a good look here. Oh, that's a big yawn. Ferrets, you know, if you hold them or you scruff them and you let them hang, for some reason it kind of puts them in this mode where they kind of yawn and they're kind of like sleepy.
Yeah.
I love it because that gives you an opportunity to be able to do a good exam because they can spin, they can get into anything. It'll be very difficult if we didn't have that trick. You know that's contagious, right? You're not supposed to yawn, and we all start yawning. In the head shaking, you notice? There's a little bit of debris here in this ear, because what I don't want it to do is lead to the ear infection.
Yeah.
We probably need to flush it out a little bit.
Uh-huh.
All right, you ready for your vaccine? Just a little stick here. Let me see, Cookie, come on out of here. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah, just go to sleep. Same thing in that ear, flush those as well.
Okay.
All over with. Everything physically on the exam looks good, except those ears, I want to get them cleaned out. But also, I'm going to trim the nails a little bit for you, because they're getting long there.
All right.
All right. On examination, I saw that the ears were a little bit dirty, a little extra cerumen in there. So if we don't get them cleaned out and it continues, they have ear infections, which can cause a lot of other issues, neurological, being off balance, or hematoma. So it can be a very serious problem. Not gonna take very much here. Yep. Tickles, don't it? Yeah.
Giving ferrets wet willies today.
Well, we can see the material that we're getting out of there. That can cause us some problems down the road. All right, let's switch up here. There you go. That's what I like, right?
Oh,
yeah. Shake it out. Let's get these nails. Sierra, what's the ferret #1 amusement park ride?
The Ferris wheel. Did you get it?
Good job. The Ferret wheel. You smarter than the average ferret. Sugar and Cookie's exam went great. It was a good spa day for them. And they got a pedicure, manicure, ears clean, so they're gonna be all good. All right, got everybody taken care of. Any questions, you give us a call, okay?
Okay, we'll do.
But everything looking good.
I feel a whole lot better because their ears are so small, you really can't check them. So now I know I have to go get the ear cleansed. I will be back for another checkup next year. If I don't have to come before then, hopefully I don't.
Take care of these babies, okay?
All right.
All right.
Come on, there you go. Take care of those babies.
Come on, lady.
You know you want to go on a little field trip.
Lady the goat arrives for her doctor's appointment, kicking and bleeding.
There you go, girl.
You don't wore us out.
We're bringing in Lady, our goat.
We've had Lady 2 years now. She's been quite the interesting goat. Go on, girl. She is a troublemaker.
We think Lady is pregnant.
We just want to make sure that she's having a safe pregnancy and see kind of how far along that she is. It's been about 30 minutes trying to catch her.
Gotcha. Let's see what kind of babies we got in here.
Lady to Go is here today, and it looks like she's about to burst. She definitely looks like she's pregnant, and she looks like she's pregnant with more than 1 kid.
Ooh, girl.
Yeah.
Goats can sometimes have twins, and they can even get up to as many as 5, but I think I need to shoot an x-ray and see exactly how many we have in there.
Relax. Let's see how many babies we got in there.
Shoot it.
I'm surprised at that.
So what you see, Doc?
Nothing.
Wow, that's strange.
Not seeing anything. That's the darndest thing I ever seen. Huh. Shoot it tighter. I want to see what's going on here. That don't make sense.
So usually when you take x-rays, you can see the outline or the skeleton of the babies, but I don't see any. So we're gonna maneuver and make sure we aren't missing because I should see something here.
All right, you ready? Yeah. There you go, Doc.
Nothing again?
That don't make sense. It just don't make sense. I don't know. Shoot me one more x-ray just to make sure I'm not nuts.
You got it, Doc. I'm gonna give this one more shot, but so far I'm coming up empty. I mean, I'm starting to believe this goat is not pregnant. And if this goat's not pregnant, then there's something else going on, and I gotta figure out exactly what it is.
I mean, I don't see no baby. It's always the end of the day, something. I have no idea, man. I am shocked. It just don't make sense. I'm gonna do ultrasound.
On it, Doc.
On X-ray, we'll look for the skeletons of the babies, but it takes about 40 days for those skeletons to form. So it could be early pregnancy, and the calcium is not quite in the bones, so we don't see anything. So I'm gonna do an ultrasound, and I'm gonna check for heartbeats.
Understand, Doc.
See nothing.
Oh, man.
I don't know what was going on. I thought for sure I would see a heartbeat.
What you think, Doc?
She is not pregnant. Hold on.
Let me palpate this abdomen and see what I feel.
I mean, literally, that is gas.
Oh, wow.
Lady goat is not pregnant. That really blows my mind. Typically, when they're pregnant, you can really feel a hard mass on the inside of the abdomen. And doing a palpation, I just felt something that seemed like air. But why the lady's gassed up is still a mystery. But we need to figure this out because I'm sure it's causing a lot of discomfort.
I did an ultrasound, so I shot an X-ray. Nothing.
What?
What?
Exactly.
That is insane.
When I pressed, that's what I'm getting.
That is strange.
Let me grab a little blood, run a complete blood count, and stool samples.
Okay.
So CBC, or complete blood count, tells me if there's an increased white blood cell count or if we're fighting off an infection. And a stool sample lets me know if we have any kind of parasites or if anything going on inside of the intestine.
That's all gas.
I smell it.
You on the right end.
Maybe it's coming out the mouth, too.
Bloat in a goat can definitely be a serious issue, but I need to make sure all gaseous exchanges are done outside the clinic.
You got your blood work, Doc.
This goat may have pneumonia. Its white blood cell count, all red. It should be high of 19. We're almost at 25,000, so we got an infection. I need to get a chest x-ray right now to make sure we don't have any pneumonia.
All right, come on.
You come in thinking it's just gonna be a pregnancy, easy peasy, and then you end up having a sick goat.
Let's see what we're working with, lady.
What's that, Doc?
A lot of congestion. It's not terribly bad.
I see some pneumonia, but luckily it's not bad as I thought.
All right, I'm looking at the stool.
Positive for parasites as well. We have parasites causing some inflammation in the intestinal tract. With the parasites and the pneumonia, the GI kind of slows down. That gives more chance of fermentation, which produces more gas. And all that is what's causing the bloat.
I ran a CBC, and we got an infection. Check the fecal sample. She has quite a few parasites, too.
Oh, wow.
And some pneumonia.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm gonna start this one on antibiotics.
Okay.
And I'm gonna deworm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so hopefully we can get this cleared.
This really could have spiraled out of control, but since we have antibiotics for the pneumonia and a dewormer to treat these pesky parasites, I think the prognosis for lady is really good.
How long should it be before her stomach kind of goes back
In
down?
the next 3 days,
Oh, okay.
she's even smaller than when she came in.
Did she have a lot of gas?
Yes, ma'am, she did.
She did.
I'm glad that we brought her in because there's no way we could know any of this on our own.
Feel all that air? Just straight air.
It is.
It could be worse. And hopefully once we get her medicated and everything, she'll be good as new.
She's pregnant with gas. Ooh, is she gassing? Oh.
That is terrible.
You just chilling on the table there.
All right, let's go right here.
Critter Fixers are here today with Vet for a Day. We simply just put some stuff out on social media and said, do you want to come hang out with the Critter Fixers and learn what it takes to become a veterinarian? We got all these applications in a few days from kids all across the country.
So we thought, what better than to bring them all in at one time, have a full day of activity, so they have an opportunity to see myself, see Dr. Hodges perform various tasks, as well as our technicians.
It's our way of creating new veterinarians.
They're so cute.
Representation matters,
African Americans aren't really represented in the field. We're like 2%.
and we're here in this profession being good examples for that next generation.
You excited?
Yes, I'm excited.
Why?
I want to help these pickups.
You want to help them out?
I want to help them out.
Well, we're going to help them out.
So we're gonna start with neuter first. Anybody ever seen surgery close up? We've had them pass out before. So Hardy's gonna be the holder. Now we get to and let them see what we actually do, not what they think we do. Those are our jingle bells, right? So we pop both of them.
Everybody sees us with furry little puppies, but we also do some pretty grody things.
So anybody know what a cat spay, what that mean? That's the end result.
More than that.
Yeah, you're right, though. We're gonna see who really wants to hang with the Critter Fixer. So we're gonna make our incision. See the intestines there? That's our uterus. We wanna take ovaries and the uterus out. So that's our ovary and our uterus that's going out right there, okay?
This is satisfying.
So y'all gonna be ready to do the next one? You raise your hand?
No.
Oh, thought you was raising your hand.
Hey, T.
Yes, sir.
She just said, oh, y'all for real doing it. I thought it was for play.
No, tell her no playing in here. So we have all hands on deck. We have all employees to help us out because they believe in the same cause that we do.
When you listen in for hearts, you also want to make sure you don't have any heart murmurs.
They know that educating and giving experience to that next generation, how important it is.
Before the doctor comes, it's our job to get an accurate weight and temperature.
And they're all here willing and ready.
So, typical exam, I want to see how the heart's beating. So my next thing, I'm just getting the dog comfortable. I'm trying to do this all in one quick motion because they don't like you open their mouth. And before they know it, voila, my hand is down in there.
Have you ever got bit while doing the exams?
Very rarely. Because when I come in the room, I am looking at the demeanor of the dog. That tells me how I want to approach this dog. Now, I'll tell you, a cat is a whole nother story. Y'all still think y'all may want to be vets? What kind of vet would you like to be?
A zoo vet?
A zoo vet? You want to work on giraffes?
Yeah, I love giraffes.
You ready to be a critter fixer. These kids are so smart. They're hopping right in.
Do you have a favorite surgery to do?
Bone surgery. Not into this right here.
Everybody wants to be hands-on. Nobody's scared. They're learning. This blows my expectations out of the water.
You all were the first class, and you also were the guinea pigs, too. Right? It all worked out, though.
So, can we get JR us up here? One of the moms, she said, he's gonna love this because this is his birthday. So I was like, let's get him a birthday cake. We have a happy birthday cake for you. You wanna open that?
So he could have spent his birthday anywhere he wanted to with whoever, and he did it with us. That's all right. Yeah.
It was an amazing thing to surprise him and tell him happy birthday. You know, he started to tear up, almost having me tear up. Look, man, I cry enough now. Don't get me started. This is what it's all about.
Today, I think, was a great day. How many kids have an opportunity to go and see surgery? How many have an opportunity to see endoscopy and take a look down with the scope inside? It inspired them even more to want to become veterinarians. Critter fixers!
The Critter Fixers answer a field call to provide some head-to-toe care for a pair of animals.
So, Joy, you know how you go to the carnival?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got young kids. I'm sure y'all probably go ride the rides.
Yeah.
My thing is to look at animals. I really like that. BJ, you know, we walk through. I always enjoy that.
Yeah, I always try to ride the rides, and then we'll be looking at animals.
I won't let you live your best life, Willie.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody has their fair tradition, like what you get, like your peanuts,
Turkey legs.
your funnel cake,
I get
caramel
candy apples. Yeah, that's what I get.
Well, you get everything. It's like a garbage disposal. Hey, y'all.
How y'all doing?
All right. You've been doing some work, haven't
How
you?
you?
Yeah.
All right.
They look beautiful out
It
here.
looks really good.
Critter Fixers coming out here today to look at the duck and a turkey.
We've used them for our dogs, and when we started the farm, we've been using them for them also.
We would never take our animals to anybody else, and they have been a big help.
So what we got today?
Donald, which is the male duck we got, and I just noticed him walking different.
All right.
Then we have a turkey. The goat and turkey butted heads.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And then Jenny's neck and her head.
Like swole up.
Wow.
Okay.
Really concerned that it could be something bad.
So where we gonna start?
All right, bro. I'll take Jenny the turkey.
Guess that leaves Donald for me.
We can go through that way.
All right. We're following you.
Man, this has been a full day. It was a lot of fun with the vet for a day and dealing with the kids, but it's a lot in one day. You know, we have to divide and conquer.
We gotta get back to the clinic ASAP.
Sometimes I wish we could just clone ourselves.
Yeah, maybe we could just say, beam me up, Scotty. And I can just appear somewhere else.
Okay.
All right, all right. Uh-oh. They got a lot going on there. You see that area now we're getting a sore there?
Yes.
That's where their foot goes down. He must have got on something that was harder, and it caused it to have irritation.
Right.
He actually has what we call a bumblefoot. What bumblefoot is an infection of the foot. If left untreated, that infection can invade and get in the bone, and then you're talking about having to remove the foot. So it can definitely be serious. So what we're gonna do is get this area cleaned up and get old Donald feeling a little bit better.
This is betadine?
Betadine solution, yes, sir. Luckily, with this bumblefoot, Joe caught it in time. Normally, I would have to cut that area out, but in this case, I don't have to do it. Clean up with betadine and put an ointment on there. Hopefully, I'll get that inflammation to subside. We just have to figure out how can we bandage this thing to keep the pressure off that area so it can get better. What I'm going to attempt to do is make a little bandage. I want to make it kind of like a donut. We got to kind of be a little intuitive.
Why are you leaving the core exposed?
Trying to raise this up around the side so it touches the ground before that. I don't want pressure to be on the wound there because it'll cause more trauma, more irritation, and it'll get worse.
Yeah, looks nice.
$1 million bandage there, Jordan.
So I can continue to clean it?
Yes, sir. We're gonna soak, clean, antibiotic ointment once a day, and it'll go away.
I can do that.
Donald duck is gonna be fine. We got the area cleaned up. We told the owner exactly what to do. Then we're gonna put Donald in isolation so that we're away from everybody else so we don't bother the bandage and they don't harass my Donald duck here. Not gonna be happy with us, are you?
All right, Donald.
Uh-oh. That's what you think about me?
I'll feed you in a little bit.
Don't be too mad, Donald.
Poor thing.
Across the farm, Dr. Hodges helps a turkey whose injury has gone to its head.
Nice and easy.
I couldn't get on.
That's a little harder than Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah.
Rule number one, don't let the turkey go. Oh boy, you got some bruising on your head, don't you?
I've never seen a turkey like that before. Definitely scary.
So it look like we have a burst air sac. He hit him pretty hard.
He did.
Jenny has a huge air pocket on the head and throughout. The air sac is located right near the lungs, and so what's happening is this air is gotten caught up under the skin. So I need to get every bit of air out because this could definitely cause more damage to the air sacs and possibly death.
I got you. It's okay.
Let's see if I can let some of your air out your air sac. Come here, man. And let's see if we can release a little air. There you go. Nice and simple.
I didn't know we just needed to tell him to open his mouth.
Sometimes when you have a weird case, you gotta come up with a kind of a weird solution.
Yeah.
So in this case, you gotta burp the turkey.
Burp the turkey.
Birds have multiple air sacs. So when this air bursts, air actually goes all over the body. So you just gotta get that air out of those places anywhere you can. As I'm doing this, I kind of massage it and just pushing the air out. Come on, burp it on.
Do turkeys burp?
Yeah, I guess so. Better. I was able to massage quite a bit of the air out of Jenny. However, that was a bit still left just above the air sacs. To keep this problem from reoccurring, I need to get every bit of air out. I need to use a 12-gauge needle so I can remove the rest of that air.
That's puffed up right there, buddy.
Air sacs here, so I'm trying to go down lower. Here. How you doing, bud? Air is literally passing out of this turkey, almost like air out of a tire or a balloon. Start gently manipulating some of the air out and kind of deflating that balloon.
Cool.
All right, here you go. You may see a little bit of swelling, but that's how you do an air sac.
Don't know where to go, huh?
It's okay, Jenny.
So if it inflates back up,
push it all the way down. And right at the chest. You got it down pat. All right. There is not a lot of meds you can do for Jenny. Over time, this should correct itself, and Jenny should be fine. If you ever get a knot on your head,
You gonna push it down?
I'm gonna push it down and let it out.
When air started coming out of the turkey's mouth, I was shocked. I didn't know that a turkey could burp. I mean, I was scared that her skin was gonna explode, her head. I'm glad that they were able to squeeze the air out and be able to treat it.
it has me feeling wonderful.
You need anything else? Holler at us. You know how to
We
get
will,
us.
yes.
And we'll be here in the blink of an eye.
Dr. Hodges, thank you so much.
Sir.
No doubt.
Frozen,
Yes,
thank
sir.
y'all.
Speaking pig Latin.
Kyle, where you from anyway?
The British Virgin Islands.
Any country folks in the Virgin Islands? There's gotta be some country part of the Virgin
I
Islands.
mean, there is a country, but we're not country.
Well, if somebody came to you and they say, man, I'm fitting to go.
What is finna?
Finna? You don't know what finna is? My teacher taught me what finna was in 3rd grade. We finna learn these ABCs.
You could just say you're going.
You in the country, so you gotta learn the country.
Kyle, who is our veterinary
Intern. Technician.
doing a great job. But we got a problem.
He don't understand.
This is
Just
the
get us
country.
touch. Finna.
That's a common word.
We finna go.
You are preparing to leave.
Right.
Right?
Finna go, right?
That's right. We got to work on him.
Yeah, we gotta work on it. You don't like cornbread?
Oh, I love cornbread.
What?
I love cornbread. You know,
It's not cornbread.
Thank you. Cornbread.
Cornbread.
Say it again.
cornbread.
No, cornbread.
Cornbread?
No. Every day, we're going to have to feed Kyle some of this Southern terminology.
For sure, he'll have this Georgia twang down to a science.
Wait, we finna get him right. Just say it, let it roll out. Don't say cornbread. Just say, I want some cornbread.
Cornbread.
There you go. Keep on hanging with us down here, man. You're going to be all right one day.
Good girl. So we got Roscoe here. Roscoe has a nice tumor. Man, that's a pretty big one. Dr. Porter, is this the biggest tumor ever for you?
Definitely. We noticed Roscoe had a lump. Once the lump had grown, his personality started to change and he was having trouble breathing. So we brought him here. He means a lot. He follows me everywhere I go. I don't want to lose him.
Mom has gone to a couple vets who said, let's watch it, but it is getting bigger and bigger. It's probably better to get it off. What you think, Doc?
I want to go get it out.
All right. It's very important that we get this huge tumor on Roscoe off ASAP because it's impacting Roscoe's breathing as well as quality of life. I just don't know if it's cancerous or benign. Once I get inside, I definitely can come up to a possible conclusion. In your mind, you have to mentally say, okay, I've got a mental picture of how I'm gonna cut, how am I gonna put this back together? But the beauty of it is, I'm gonna be right there with you.
Yes, that's the magic pill right there.
Dr. Porter is a new veterinarian here. She hadn't removed a tumor quite this large, so I'm gonna glove up with her and co-pilot and help her remove this huge tumor.
Are you ready?
When you're removing a tumor this size, it's always intense because you're removing this huge mass that's a quarter of the size of this whole pet. You don't know what organs it's affecting. If it's very vascular, meaning this tumor has a huge blood supply, and those arteries and veins bleed, and this animal could possibly bleed to that.
I know, it's okay.
You got this, Doc.
Yes, sir.
I have no doubt. Dr. Porter and I, we're gonna do everything we can to remove this tumor in the safest way possible. All right, Doc, I'm getting your cockpit ready.
Okay.
Getting ready for you to fly.
I'm ready.
It's all you, Dr. Porter.
Yes?
Yes. Good job.
Go down to here.
No, let's see. Let's go down just a little bit more.
Where?
Yeah, open it. Yeah, a little bit more. Perfect. All right. Now you expose it. Ooh, it's a big tumor.
Very big.
Oh, boy.
That is not a lymphoma.
No, it ain't. The sucker's big. Cut there. So now we pull this tumor out. Look at that. That's a pretty big tumor.
Man, that's an angry-looking tumor.
Oh, wow. It sure is.
Looking at this tumor, it looks like cancer to me. It looks very, very angry, which means it has a huge blood supply. It is hard to the touch, and it's a lot more dense than fat. We may have to do some cancer treatment. I'll talk to the owner about that.
Yes.
You always worry about tumors like this because it could metastasize. They get in the vessels, they can go metastasize to the lungs. So I need to get this tumor to a pathologist and have some tests done to figure out exactly what's going on. All right, I need to get this dog sewn up. Good job, Doc. Doc's just showing it up. You know, this is her first huge surgery. I mean, I couldn't be more proud. If you're watching her sewing it up, that looks fantastic. What you think, Doc? Would you call that easy?
I don't know about easy is the right word.
I think you could have did this without.
Thanks for your faith in me, but no, I'm glad you were here.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, sir.
Looking at this tumor, it definitely doesn't look like I was hoping it would look. If this dog does have cancer treatments have definitely come a long way. But for now, I'm gonna call the owner, Lakeisha, and let her know that we got this tumor out. And Roscoe is recovering and doing very well. The good news, your dog did amazing. I'm very happy with how it came out. But unfortunately, though, I don't think that's a lymphoma. Cancer is definitely on my radar. We just have to wait and see what it is, but I got some other things that we could do if that's what it is. In the meantime, first step is done and your dog's doing well. You ready to go home now?
Say hey, Dr. Ferguson.
Yes.
Clips the cat is itching to have his ear checked out.
You know how old this baby is?
He is 13 years old.
13. Let me take a little peek. You can feel a little hair loss there. Probably been scratching. Definitely got a fat ear there, don't we? So we got a hematoma.
Clips is my cat. I've had him for 13 years. He's the old man. He's crotchety, but he's just a great cat. I love him a lot. Fortunately, his ears swelled up, and it just freaked me out. The older animals are, the more things can go wrong with them, so I'm just really nervous.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, baby. Usually when they have these hematomas, so something is wrong with the ear that makes them, shake and flap, and then
So
they break the
usually
vessels in the
severe.
ear. Yeah. I think that Clips has been shaking his head, and it caused a oral hematoma, where blood is trapped between the skin and the cartilage of the ear. The owners see the hematoma, but the problem is really down in that ear. Yuck.
Ooh.
Man, they're really inflamed. We got a combination of both yeast infection and a bacterial infection.
Makes sense.
These ears, they're inflamed. There's a lot of extra earwax or cerumen. This is exactly the outcome that I was trying to prevent in the ferrets, Sugar and Cookie. Both the hematoma and the ear infection, probably very painful for Clips, and we need to take care of this as quick as we can. We definitely need to surgically repair this ear. 13, we gotta check you out to make sure you're good for anesthesia, okay? So take the baby back.
He's okay, bud.
Clips is an older cat, which definitely put concerns on us having to go to surgery. We want to make sure there's no issues with liver function, kidney function, because the anesthesia we give, the body has to get rid of it by those means. So if we test those areas and they're normal, we feel pretty safe going on anesthesia.
Clip's blood work looks all good, Doc.
All right, let's go.
It's okay.
You got everything? You good?
Got everything. I'm ready to get them down.
We need to get them ears really clean out. They're really horrible, they're dirty.
Ugh.
There's one step that we need to do prior to going to surgery, and that's cleaning out those nasty, disgusting ears.
These ears are nasty. It's like, look, got tar in here.
But at least it's not my job. That's Jordan's job.
Gonna get one more flush, it'll be good.
It's important to clean these ears because if we don't, we'll start shaking our heads again, and this hematoma will reoccur, and that's the last thing we want, to have to do surgery again on a 13-year-old cat. All right. How we doing?
The heart sound good.
Good. So you can see where this whole ear is real fat there.
Yes, sir.
So we have to make an incision. It's all gonna shoot out of here. Ooh, boy. There's some similarities between opening up an abscess and opening up a hematoma. You have fluid that runs out, and they're both rewarding because you can visually see something. You see under there where just a lot of dead space. So what we need to do is reduce that dead space. Tighten it down, and we put sutures through it to adhere back down to the cartilage.
Gotcha.
All right, we'll be out in a few minutes. We have a brand new ear here. They might start a new look. Everybody gonna be jealous.
Yeah, you might see a few more cats come in here.
Yeah, all the other cats come in here. They're gonna say, I want what he had.
I don't think you want what he had.
All right, Paul, so let's get a little bandage on there.
All right.
We got the hematoma repaired, got it all bandaged up. We want to hold this ear down because we don't want Cliff still shaking the head and causing issues after surgery. Everything should be great, and I expect 100% full recovery.
Hey, how cute is he? A little bandage on his head.
Yeah.
The old man made it.
Yeah, old man made it.
He's nervous about that.
Yeah. So everything went well. Got that ear drained, and we have stitches in there.
Okay.
We're gonna have medication going in the ear. Ooh, I know it's cold, baby. And then just kind of massage it. And it'll be a lot easier when this wrap come off.
Okay.
We definitely want to shake our head. Now, who put that stuff in our ear?
I feel relieved. It was really nerve-wracking because he is 13 years old, and you're just sitting there waiting by that phone until you get that call that he's okay. He's wrapped up looking a little crazy, but he seems ready to go home, and I just can't wait to get him home. You mad? I know. I would be mad, too.
Look at you.
I'm actually terrified right now.
What's up? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Tell me about Tonto.
So he's like 6 to 8 years old. We've had him for a long time. His whole right eye is just completely swollen, and he does not feel good. We ran out of mealworms, and my brother fed him fishing crickets.
He got abrasions in his mouth and everything. Ooh, boy.
My leopard gecko, Tonto, has a really bad infection on his right eye, and it's just really badly swollen. I cried when I saw him because he's so small, and this is such a large thing on his eye. I'm worried that he's dying. If he doesn't come out okay today, it's gonna be really, really hard. His eye was like leaking pus last night. I think he's in pain.
Pain? Yeah, it's pretty serious. I'll be back, okay?
Okay, thank you.
This pus is actually leaking onto Tonto's eyes, which tell me that this thing is really on a lot of pressure and causing some pain. This pus actually can get in the bloodstream and cause septicemia, which is infection within the blood, which could possibly become fatal.
What you think? Oh, man, I'm in pretty bad shape. Get me a kit to open this.
This gauze and blades?
Gauze and blade. This is a major thing that has to be fixed immediately. We need to cut open Tonto pronto. Boy, we got pus coming out of the eye.
Abscesses typically can occur in geckos many ways. They can scratch their eyes, it could be a diet change, or it could be feeding live food. Those live foods are actually trying to get away from the gecko, so sometimes they'll scratch it as well.
Can you open your eye? You're in pretty rough shape, ain't you? You got a painful gecko here. There's such a big abscess that it's starting to ooze from the eye. Sarah, can I get a warm, wet paper towel?
I just want to clean this eye up a bit.
Go give me some terramycin to put on this eye to protect this eye while I do this.
When you just kind of wipe it in there?
I know, but gotta protect that eye. Get my blade open.
All right, buddy, let's get this off your face. Just hold still for me. Anesthesia with reptiles and lizards, there's a chance they may not wake up, but I can do this procedure really quick. When I'm looking for my actual spot to lance to remove this big old pus pocket, I'm really, really delicate because the wrong move, and I could actually lance this gecko's eye or hit some parts of the brain. So I have to be really, really precise and really, really delicate.
You got it, Doc.
Boy.
Oh, man.
This is a lot of puss.
Just like squeezing toothpaste out of a tube.
Wow. The last little bit here.
You look decent.
That ought to feel a whole lot better, buddy.
Can't believe how much pus was in there.
You probably ain't got this out here. You probably would have died.
Man, I'm looking at, like, the size of his head and what you pulled out. That's like you popping a zit like this big on my head.
A huge one, right? You looking like a normal gecko. Looking at Tonto's head, it's a completely different shape now. All of the swelling is gone down, and all of that cottage cheese abscess stuff is totally removed. Now you can open your eye, huh? World look a lot better now. Your head definitely looks better. Yeah. Tonto is gonna get some pain medicine and some antibiotics, and in no time, Tonto should be back to himself and 100%. Hey, come on over. Look a little different?
Yeah, he looks a lot better. Sorry, I'm gonna cry.
I can tell this owner really has a great deal of affection for Tonto. It's always great to see that human-animal bond and see people just show that they really love their animal and are super appreciative. And I'm very appreciative to be a part of that process.
Hey, bud.
He was bad. This is what came out.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
It's all good.
All good. Thank you.
No problem. All right, I'll let you hold him, and I'll be in there with the antibiotics.
Okay.
But it looks a lot better.
It looks a lot better, thank you. When they brought me back and showed me, like, what came out of him, it was disgusting. It was so gross. I cried when I was back there because I was just so glad that it's not in there anymore. I knew looking at it yesterday that it was going to be bad when I brought him in, but I'm just really glad that Dr. Hodges was able to get it out and that he'll be okay.
I know, sweet boy.
Good girl. Definitely got a grip.
Y'all friends now?
He's so cute.
After some in-flight issues, Milkshake the parakeet is in need of repair.
Hello, how you all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing tremendous. How you doing, young man? Can you hear me with your earphones on? I got the thumbs up, everything good. What we got going today?
Milkshake.
Milkshake. So, because he's white, so he's a vanilla milkshake?
Vanilla milkshake.
All right, I got you. So what's going on?
He was trying to fly and hit a little hard, so we wanted to bring him in.
Okay.
Our parakeet, Milkshake, was flying and fell and injured his underbelly. We're just hoping that he doesn't need stitches or have any other type of procedures.
I'm very concerned about Milkshake. He is my friend, and he's more than a friend. He's my family member, and we love him.
It wasn't like bleeding really bad. It was just exposed.
Okay.
I know. It's okay.
It's got like a little hard airway, a little scary. I need to clean up there, okay?
Okay.
We may have to get a few feathers so we can see it a little bit better. It's okay?
It's okay.
All right. Then we'll know what we have here, okay?
That'll be great.
All right.
Hey, it's okay, don't bite him. Feisty Milkshake.
Looking, I know we have a scab here, but birds have feathers. It's not as easy as dogs and cats where we can just shave the area and get a good visual. We need to soften these feathers up using an antiseptic, chlorhexidine, and delicately pluck each feather to remove them so that we can see what's going on.
It's okay. I know. Oh, is it bruised all the way up there?
Oh, Jordan.
Oh,
You see what we're working with yet? All right, yeah, boy, it's got a little hole on it, don't it? Mm-hmm. Okay, so definitely need to close that up. He has a laceration right on the end of his abdominal area. This wound is worse than we anticipated. My fear is if we don't get stitches in there and get this thing closed up, bacteria will evade under the skin, they can get an infection, and this bird is not that big, you know. Anything like infection on birds can be detrimental.
it's okay. It's okay.
We got to get you fixed up real quick. We had to relax him a little bit. We may have to kind of put him in the chamber for a second and see if we can get a stitch in there.
All right, sweetie. It's okay, it's okay.
We're gonna give anesthesia. What we're gonna do is just put it in the gas chamber. Anytime we're dealing with birds, we're always a little bit nervous because these guys can handle anesthesia a little bit different. Really depending on the bird. We're gonna be as cautious as we can and try to relax and get these stitches in.
He's going down quick.
All right, let's see what we get here. If it ever was microsurgery, this is microsurgery, isn't it?
I put your glasses on for this one, didn't you?
Oh, ain't no doubt. This is some small stuff. Obviously, this bird is just a little guy, and the wound that's there is actually large for the size of the bird. But for a guy like me, sometimes vision is an issue. So we definitely need to put the glasses on, because one wrong move, Milkshake could be in trouble. There's one stitch down.
You might close it one stitch.
I think we're gonna take two more. I wish you was an extra large Milkshake right now. See if we can get one more in there. Almost there. Extra tiny, buddy. Trying to cut him short so we don't mess with him.
Yeah.
All right, let's wake this baby up.
Hey, good job, Milkshake.
And don't be mad with everybody here when you wake up. We had to put a couple of sutures in there to close that area up, but it closed up real well. Now we just have to make sure our milkshake doesn't get to it and try to open it back up. But it should be healed up in a few days. We're gonna get on some antibiotics here, but I expect full recovery. All right, milkshake, let's head on in, bro. Got your baby back.
Hey, look.
Look at that, milkshake is all back here.
All right.
Yeah. We got a couple stitches in there, okay?
Okay.
So far, he's doing good. He's not messing with it.
Good.
So if you see him doing it, you have to say, bad, bad, bad milkshake. Don't do that.
Milkshake.
Okay?
Don't bite, it's okay.
He's like, I remember you. And we got some medication we're sending home. One is an antibiotic, one is a pain medication.
Okay.
Okay?
Not a lot of people in this area have clinics for birds, so we had to drive a little ways, but it's worth it to make sure that he's okay.
He takes his medicine about like y'all do, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Aww.
You happy your baby going back home? All right.
Overall, it was a great experience, and hopefully our next visit won't be as exciting. Milkshake will have to take it easy for a while and definitely need to stick to some more cuddling time.
I'm so happy that Milkshake's gonna be okay.
Say thank you.
All right. You have a good day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. All right, bro.
Greatly appreciate it.
There we go. Hug too. All right. There we go. Take care, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
I absolutely love when they yawn. I love it.
Hi.
All right. Got Clips back today?
Clips the cat is all ears to hear if he's made any progress since Dr. Ferguson drained his hematoma.
We're going to take a look at this ear.
Okay.
As well as check and see if these stitches already come out.
I brought Clips back. He's doing a lot better, but he's frustrated. He keeps forgetting he can't go through the kitty door with the cone on. So I'm hoping that everything will be okay and I can take this cone off and he can get back to normal.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, looking pretty good there. It's adhered now.
Uh-huh.
Those stitches are ready to be removed.
All right.
Well, let's take a look in these ears and see if we need to do some more cleaning. So we need to flush them out a little bit, but the ear itself, you see it looks whiter, which is a good thing.
Okay.
It is not quite as red as it was last time.
Good.
We're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna flush these ears out and take these stitches out.
All right.
Good deal.
Come on, Clipsy.
This hematoma look great. In the ear itself, there's still a little bit of inflammation in there. So we want to take this baby in the back and flush these ears out. I am sure that after 3 or 4 more days, this infection will be gone. All right, you ready for your ear cleaning?
Oh, you want to shake? Hold on.
What you hollering for, Jordan?
Earwax on me. You didn't even get wet.
I know where to stand.
On your 22 years of experience.
That's right. I learned a little something in 20 plus years. All right, we got those ears cleaned out, okay?
Okay.
Everything looks good and it's healed up. We should be about 100% in 3 or 4 days and everything should be great.
Okay.
Okay?
You gonna go in?
Oh.
There we go. All right.
There we go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Ear infection is almost cleared up, so this is almost over. I'm just ready for everything to get back to normal. We were really concerned with Clips being so old that this was something that could have taken him down, but it hasn't. So I'm just really, really grateful.
Let's go. You ready to go home?
How's that dog that had that big tumor that you took off?
Roscoe.
Yeah.
We took it off. He recovered really well. Unfortunately, the histopathologist showed that it was malignant.
Oh, man.
But we did experimental cancer vaccine treatments. By using the tumor cells itself, it slows down those cancer cells.
Technology has really allowed us to be able to save animals. They live longer. It's amazing what we can do now.
Yeah, man, he is doing really well.
Don't act like you don't see me.
This tumor was causing Roscoe a lot of breathing issues, and he just was not himself. But since he's had the tumor removed, his breathing has improved, and he's enjoying a lot of time with his brother, JoJo.
Go get it, JoJo.
The vaccine treatment seemed to work. I want to thank Dr. Hodges and everyone at Critter Fixer for giving us the opportunity to have the vaccine. And we're just going to continue to take good care of him and enjoy any time we have with Roscoe.